The streets of Rome pulsed with tension as a throng of senators closed in around their target. A dagger flashed in the dim torchlight, followed by another and another. Julius Caesar, the most powerful man in Rome, staggered, his crimson-streaked toga clinging to his body. The betrayal was complete. His closest allies, men he had once trusted, had turned against him. With a final whispered, "Et tu, brute?" he fell to the Senate floor, his life extinguished but his legacy immortal. How did this brilliant general, cunning politician, and visionary leader rise to such heights, only to be struck down by those he once called friends? The story of Julius Caesar is one of ambition, conquest, and ultimate betrayal, shaping the course of history forever. Welcome to History in a Hurry. I'm Professor Malcolm Mazer, and in this episode we will learn about Julius Caesar. Born in 100 BCE into the prestigious yet politically weakened Julii family, Gaius Julius Caesar grew up in a time of great turmoil in Rome. The Republic was crumbling under the weight of corruption, power struggles, and civil unrest. At a young age, Caesar showed immense ambition, aligning himself with powerful political figures and adopting the populist tactics that would later define his rule. He gained the favor of the people by advocating for land reforms and championing the rights of the lower class, positioning himself as a leader of the masses rather than the aristocracy. Caesar's early military career was marked by rapid success. He proved himself a brilliant strategist and fearless warrior, earning recognition for his campaigns in Spain and his role in quelling uprisings. However, it was his command in Gaul, modern-day France, that cemented his reputation as one of history's greatest military minds. Between 58 and 50 BCE, he led the Roman legions in a series of brutal and highly effective campaigns, expanding Rome's territories and showcasing his unparalleled tactical genius. His victories in battles such as Alesia, where he outmaneuvered a vastly larger Gallic force, solidified his status as a war hero and made him immensely popular with the people of Rome. While Caesar's military exploits elevated his fame, they also made him a threat to the Senate and his political rivals, particularly Pompey the Great. Once allies, Caesar and Pompey became bitter enemies as Rome's power struggles intensified. In 49 BCE, defying the Senate's orders, Caesar made the fateful decision to cross the Rubicon River with his army, an act of war against Rome itself. With the words, "Alea iacta est," the die is cast, he marched on the city, forcing Pompey and the Senate to flee. The ensuing civil war saw Caesar chase Pompey across the Mediterranean, ultimately leading to Pompey's assassination in Egypt. Caesar's time in Egypt introduced him to Cleopatra, the ambitious and charismatic queen. Their alliance, both political and romantic, helped secure Cleopatra's throne and strengthened Caesar's influence in the region. Returning to Rome, he was declared dictator for life in 44 BCE, a move that alarmed the Senate and the aristocracy. Despite his popularity among the common people, many in the ruling class feared he sought to dismantle the Republic and crown himself king. Caesar initiated sweeping reforms, including restructuring the debt system, expanding the Senate, and granting citizenship to many outside Rome. He also reformed the calendar, creating the Julian calendar, which remains the basis for modern calendars. However, his growing power and disregard for traditional republican institutions made him a target. A group of senators, led by Brutus and Cassius, conspired to assassinate him, believing they were saving the Republic from tyranny. On March 15, 44 BCE, the Ides of March, Caesar entered the Senate chamber, unaware that he was walking into a trap. The conspirators struck swiftly, stabbing him 23 times. As he collapsed, his alleged final words, "Et tu, brute?" And you, Brutus? underscored the depth of his betrayal. His death sent shockwaves through Rome, but instead of restoring the Republic, it plunged Rome into further chaos. Caesar's assassination led to another civil war, with his grandnephew and adopted heir, Octavian, later Augustus, ultimately rising to power. Octavian avenged Caesar by defeating the forces of Brutus and Cassius, marking the end of the Republic and the beginning of the Roman Empire. The very thing Caesar's assassins had sought to prevent, absolute rule, became inevitable as Rome transitioned from a republic to an empire under Augustus. Though his life was cut short, Caesar's influence on history is undeniable. His military conquests expanded Rome's reach, his political maneuvers reshaped governance, and his ambition set the stage for an imperial Rome. His name became synonymous with power, influencing leaders for centuries. His title, Caesar, was adopted by emperors and even inspired words like Kaiser in Germany and Tsar in Russia. Julius Caesar's legacy is one of brilliance and contradiction. He was a hero to the people, yet a tyrant to the Senate, a military genius, yet a victim of his own ambition. His rise and fall serve as one of history's greatest cautionary tales, one of power seized, wielded, and ultimately lost to the very forces that once helped him ascend. His story is one of the most compelling in history, a tale of glory, betrayal, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. Thanks for racing through history with us on History in a Hurry. If you enjoyed today's quick dive into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a fast-paced trip through time. Please reply in the comments with ideas for our next history lesson. See you in the next one.